Hi everyone, Stephen here and welcome back to episode 3 of Lando Town. Today we're going to be getting into some farming and having a look at putting down some small suburbs with farming areas, little houses and just building like proper suburbs. So that should be quite good fun and hopefully we look to make that nice and realistic. We also need to put in our college as well on Education Island. We're also going to take a look at some other small little things, hopefully some things we're going to unlock like our parks, because it'd be nice to have some green, some park areas, and then depending on demand we are going to be looking to upscale our downtown area and put in some more high residential areas in there as well, and hopefully grow our downtown and build our population. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to look at, I did want to look at our power to begin with. So if we go up here to our power tool and have a look at electricity, you can see here consumption is 10.21 megawatts. So if we go into our budget here, take a look at services, electricity, you can see how we're importing 51,000. And if we take a look at actually how much it's going to cost us to run the power plant, that's going to be 65. So still not really worth us getting that power plant. It's better to keep exporting, or importing should I say, importing our electricity in. So we're going to take a quick look now at our natural resources tab here, and you can see, and this is one of the first mistakes I've made, being like the first time I've really played this game. You can see how I've polluted this area already. So we can't really put any farms over here because all this fertile soil has been polluted. And the same on this side, so I've pretty much wrecked that. I've got a little bit of space here if I want it, so that's something I could use. If we zoom out a little bit, obviously I've got this big forest here for some timber area, or wooding area should I say. Let's go back a little bit. We've got some across the bridge here, both some ore and some fertile land, so that's quite nice. So we might have to take out this highway later on and divert that if we're gonna use this area here. We could have the highway coming along the shore here. That would connect up both our fertile land and our mining here if we do that. Mining. Okay, we've also got some fertile land here, as well as some oil and some ore. This is our ore here. I mean, the black is the oil. That's what I meant. Yep, so we could potentially be looking to buy some of these plots of land and expand down here. Maybe have some small suburbs down in these areas here and make the most of this. I think certainly we could buy. We've got 9 plots of land we can buy. We can certainly get into this area here, so that'll be great. So what I do want to do first of all is get into our college, and if I'm right, we've got 539 people eligible for college, where we've only got 192 for elementary and 88 for high school. So it is quite worthwhile getting this college built. It's going to upskill a lot of our population. So let's get that in now. How much space it's going to take up? This is quite big. Again, I'm thinking about where to put this. I might even put this here somewhere, and again have the houses going around. What about our university? Then I could have the university here in this area at the back of the plot, and then have some houses going around that. So the plan is to have all the education in the middle and then have all the housing going around the outside. And I did have a think, and I think we've got a lot of people using this car park here because we've got no parking on the roadside. And I think that's fine coming in, but I think when we go around we are going to put some parking along the roadside and go into our 2-lane road with sidewalks. So that's something we will do. So let's get our terraforming tool out and let's get cracking on moving this a little bit. Alright, there we go. That looks so much better. So let's start getting our road in around the outside. So let's put that in first. Yeah, see, I'm not sure why this is not letting me buy across here. There's clearly land there. Why won't it let me do that? Thinks we're miles above. That is very weird. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below if you've experienced that before. That might halt our progress. Right, so I've had a little play around with it, and I think that was just a little bug we had there with the land and it thinking we were over water, even though I'd terraformed the land. I've gone out of the game, so I've closed the game, come back in, and it's all been fine again. As you can see, I've been able to build over that. So I think it's just a case of coming out, going back in, and it resets. So that was good. I'm glad there's a simple solution for that. So we're going to build this back up again. We're going to go for our continuous tool. We're going to form this. We're going to try and follow it if we can around the island here, using the edge as a tool, and hopefully by the time we get to the top here we can somewhat join this back up. I do need to think about where I'm going to put the college though. I want to tuck it in. See if we spin this round here just to get an idea. Tuck it in fairly close to this field here. So if I was to follow my road down from where I've actually finished it, that would be quite a nice point to lead from. So let's do that. So let's get this tool. We'll just try this now. If we follow this all the way down, put our straight line tool back on, 90 degrees. Do a really bad job of snapping that across. There we go. And let's just test out how this college, is going to look. So I don't know if I put it a little bit more this end. Yeah, that's quite nice. I put it a little bit more this end. That gives me room for a car park on the other side and any expansions. I think for the college there aren't any football size field expansions. So let's go ahead and put this, let's put this in here. That was a very expensive spend, 750,000. We've got, what extensions do we have? We've got a library and we've got an extension wing. So the extension wing's just attached on the side. The library will need to be an addition. So the library I could put down this end, and then I could put a car park in that remaining space. I'm going to do that now. So let's say I'm going to finish the corner of this building. Even though I put it at the corner at the back there, I've got probably to about the end of that car parking space there. So if I put a car parking space in there, it will just act as an extension. So that'll be quite nice. So let's see what kind of size we can get in there. If you press I, you can actually flick off. You can flick off that tool there. It helps you see a little bit better. Let's put it in here. Cool, that looks good. Right, so that's just extended that car parking space. Again, we're going to stick with our 5 currency there. And then I'm tempted, I might just leave that. I was tempted to bring it back to running line, but I think that's okay. And then I'll join this path up along here. Will it let me do 90? Yes, it will. And that has worked out okay. So I can get some more houses, commercial, everything in this side. And what I did work out from last time, if I go back to my zoning, is that I don't think this is going to zone in these little blocks of commercial I put here. So I'm going to remove those. Oh, accidentally removed that. Silly mistake. Let's zone that back up again and hope it fills in. Oh, I can't even remember what we had there. Was it a 2x2? Probably. There we go. Let's go 3x3 blocks and see how that looks. We'll decide what we're going to do with the uni space over here a little bit later on. We will put paths around this. So let's quickly go in and do some decorations. Right, there we go. So we've got some good amount of commercial in there. And the whole island, if we get out of this, is starting to take shape, which is very nice. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this space here yet. I might leave it as it is, but the plan is to put the university over this side, and we might even run the road along the back there, and then put some housing behind the unis. I haven't decided yet how I want that to look, but the main thing is we've got a college in. It was super expensive, and now our budget is not looking good. We're 99,000 a month down, so we do need to sort this budget out at some point and start getting some more people in. Right, let's press play and get it rolling. We're nearly up to that fourth progression now, only 450 points to go. That shouldn't take long, especially when we start putting some roads in and we start buying some plots of land to unlock this fertile land down here. That's going to be our kind of next step going forward. Right, the commercials of course are going up. It would be nice to get some houses around there coming in, some residential zones. That would be nice. We are planning to upscale some of these buildings here a little bit later on, depending on demand, and upgrade these to more medium or even low rent houses, because it looks like we've already got some high rent coming at the moment. I think hopefully now we've supplied some more education, they'll be able to afford these houses. I think the problem and a couple of the issues with the high rent is that the land value of the houses here in downtown has gone up. Their properties are quite big. There's a small amount of people living in quite large squares effectively, and then if there's not enough, or there's too many people for the amount of housing, sometimes that can also push the housing or the rent costs up. You can try little things like having less houses in a block, although mine aren't massive here. If you decrease the size of the houses, that can help too. So there's a few solutions. I'm hoping now we've got the education in. That should provide people with a chance to upskill, get better jobs. Yeah, so we'll see from there going forward. Our population's slowly going up. We're on 1,735, so that's nice. And we're getting lack of labour up here. And we still have cars rolling in, so as far as I can see we've got people rolling in, popping in. Here he comes, and this is Dan. Nice. What else have we got? An SUV coming in, a little trailer. Oh, look at that. That's a city car. That's a small one there. It's like a little smart car. From those that are for people from Britain, you know what I'm talking about. Smallest cars in the world. So we're starting to get again some medium density demand. So you see some of the houses here this far end have gone up, which is brilliant. How's that happened? I've managed to build a path at the end of the car park. That is impressive. Nice, some more houses going in. I should probably just delete this. It will, talk about timing, it will fill in itself. If you delete it, sometimes it fills in a little bit quicker, so that can be a good thing to do. And I forgot we put some row housing in down here. We had a little row housing section, didn't we? And hopefully that will fill out soon too. We'll start to increase our population. I am going to, while we're waiting for that, I am going to start to zone out or put some road network in for the rest of this area here. I do want to upgrade some of these roads. I'm just conscious that some of our roads here, which are going to end up being main roads, are actually only alleys. It would be nice to have some roads in here with a sidewalk. So let's just go in. This is something we've got to do. Some of the houses might get moved. That's fine. We're going to have to go in and use our replace tool and start knocking some of these down. I did want that the other side, but it won't let me do it. If I just get rid of that, it's going to be easier. I'm not sure why that's not letting me connect up. What if I take all the tools off? Overlap is clearly not overlapping. Let's delete it. There we go. Hopefully this should be a solution. Put that back on. Yeah, there we go. Not sure why it didn't let me connect that up before, but that's sorted. Right, that's starting to look much better. and I think we're super close now to unlocking. Look at that, 28 more points, and we unlock level 4, and we're going to get a load more things we can do. Level 4 does unlock quite a lot. So our population's up to 1900. We've got all our buildings started to go in here, which I'm really happy about. This is starting to look really, really good. I will put another road across here. You know what I'll do actually? I'm not going to put more houses in there. I'm going to put in some paths. Uni students tend not to drive that much. They tend to stay on campus. So I think it's realistic that we add in some more paving. So let's do that now, and we might unlock level 4 in a second as well. There we go, we've unlocked Grand Village. Milestone number 4, 1 million. We do need that after we spent so much money on the college. We've got 4 development points and 6 new areas we can buy, which is really going to help us when we want to move on and build a realistic suburban area. So let's have a look at our progression panel. Look at that, we've unlocked Polaris Suites. Residents will enjoy the atmosphere of this smooth, luxurious building. That's pretty cool. So we have somewhere that's quite luxurious, or we put another little island build together. Big fan of the island build, and making it look like a tropical island of that building is going to be super fitting. So we've also got district creation tool. Well, that is pretty cool. That's something we want to be doing. We've got production panel, we've got policies, natural disasters, transportation overview. Low rent housing, that'll be good. Hopefully that's going to help solve some of our rents too high in the downtown. Grain farming, forestry, that's cool. That's stuff we can really play around with and will fit in with our suburban areas. So that's quite fitting for today's episode. We've got some transport. We've got parks. I'm a big fan of the old parks. And we've got lots of buildings, it looks like we've unlocked. And taxi minimum fare. Right, so it looks like we've got taxis as well. The addition of taxis, that should be interesting in City Skylines 2. Right, so we've got available development points 4. I would like to unlock roundabouts, so we'll go in and do that straight away. I think that would be good. Some of our bigger crossroads we've got, I think they'll be quite useful. Emergency battery station, we're going to leave that. Treatment plant, no. Crematorium, I don't think we need that. Recycling centre. Recycling centre collects and sorts garbage to produce reusable materials. Selling the recycled materials creates additional income for the city. See, I don't know yet if you'd put that in if you need a connection to outside cities to be able to sell that. I'm not sure. If someone could tell me, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know that yet. We've got a technical university and a medical university. Those could be quite cool things to invest in a little bit later down the road. I don't think I've even got enough money for a university yet and to warrant running it. We've got a fire staff, welfare office. We could get trains. Now that could be a good thing to unlock straight away. And water. Being on an island, having a water going up in front will be good. Park maintenance. This services all parks and plazas and other recreational facilities to keep them in clean, good position. I'm definitely going to be unlocking that. Because we're going to be getting parks in nice and early. Large parks and sports parks. Oh, do I want to just splurge all my points now on sports parks? I can see myself using those straight away. So let's do it. Ah, there we go. No going back, guys. No going back. It's in. I've risked it all. When do we unlock the tiny town? We've got another 5,000 XP. That's quite a long way away yet. Right, so lots of things we need to do. We need to finish this part first, so let's do that. I think it's just nice if we connect that up there. And then we'll get rid of this house that we had on the corner. I don't think it's a massive loss. And that's starting to look really, really good. We do have a lot of demand for low rent housing. So let's come back to this. That's starting to look great already. Let me take it off this so you can see how that's starting to look excellent. We'll demolish that straight away. So let's get in some of our low rent housing. We have So much demand for that. So what I'm planning to do is take out a chunk of this main area here. If we target this area here first and see how that does affect the demand. Have we got any commercial in there? No, I don't want to take down the commercial areas. Let's go there, let's go there, and let's see how that fills in. So here we've unlocked low density offices. That's pretty cool. We've already got a little bit of demand for those. And you can see we've unlocked grain farming and forestry, and we're also going to, I don't know if we're going to put stone mining in today, because that does have a little bit of air and ground and noise pollution, so it wouldn't be great to put that in our suburban areas. These all have small amounts of noise pollution, which is fine, but we can get those in. Forest area is a bit noisier, but we'll put that off to the side. We're going to have to put that in the forestry area. So these have already started to go up, which is great. We can, I say they've started to go up, we can knock some of these down instantly. I say they've started to go up. We had demand for some low rent housing, and yeah, what's happened is one building's gone up. That's not gone to plan. I thought there would be a lot more than that, but there we go. We'll see how many people move in. If we take a click on it, 24 households in one building. That is hopefully going to help solve our low rent issues, especially when we start getting some more buildings in. So you see, there's quite a bit of it is gone though. There's only a couple of houses now. Okay, let's take a look at our parks. We do need to add in some more commercial buildings as well. So let's get some parks in first. That will really ramp up the demand. So here we have got landmarks, but of course we can't afford these. These are ridiculously expensive. Wow, the cheapest one there is 1.6 million, which we can't afford, even if we wanted to put it down. So we've got park maintenance. I don't know where this would need to go and how much land this would cover. Network coverage, let's have a look. I don't know how much land that would cover. Okay, we'll deal with that a little bit later on. We've got a small park. Let's check out how big some of these are. Oh, some of them aren't too big. We've got a small plaza, small playground, dog park, campfire. So what's the size of this? This one is 8x4, and that is a 2x4. So I could put those together. That would look pretty cool. This one is huge. So let's get our skate park in. Let's put that there, and then let's put in our basketball court there. How does that look? That looks wicked. I quite like those two next to each other. We'll put some paths around it so it's easily accessible. Trying to select the correct tool as we go. There you go, a little bit of decoration. That does look much, much better. We are going to go in and put some trees down here. I just like all these little details that we can do to improve the look of the city. So let's go for the medium brush size, and let's start getting these in now. Nice. That's starting to look like a really good area to walk around. I'm really happy with that. Wow, that car park is full already. Whew. I am maybe thinking of making this a main road going across here. No, let's leave it. Hey, it's a bit of income for the city, guys. Bit of income for the city. And if we've got almost a full car park, paying £5 each, hopefully that is going to make a little bit of money. So how are these starting to look? So we've got our low density. Well, it's not low density. It's low rent housing gone in, and something like this has 100 households, 113 residents. Wow. And you can see we're up to 2,400 population now, which is brilliant. We've got districts to put in, so let's go ahead and make some districts. Let's have a little practice. Let's start with this area here. Oh, so you can run it along roads. You can pretty much run it wherever you want to. That's pretty cool. If we take off snapping, does that mean I can make it more precise? Yes, it does. Look at that. So I can even go along here, snap to there. I can come along the back of this. And when I get to this point, I'm thinking if you right click, it does erase the last one. I'm thinking at this point, I can start to run it along the roads. Nice, that was pretty cool. Brightwater Corner. If you've got any ideas for name suggestion, guys, give me a shout. I'm going to change this to Norris Industries. Look how creative I am. You see my creativeness oozing out of me there. I am the least creative person on the planet. What's this say? Abandoned. We'll just demolish that. I don't know if that's because of the high rent costs. We're getting quite a lot of those though. I am a little bit worried about those. We've got plenty of more demand for our industrial. This is all filled out, so that's fantastic. So I'm going to put a few shops opposite here. So let's go in, put a few little shops opposite this. See if these do fill up straight away. I am going to de-zone that just to annoy them. I do want a little gap in there, and let's have another one that side. We'll make it 3 by 3 just to mix up the sizing, and then we're going to get some more medium density house in here just to be in fitting with the rest of our plot. There we go. I think this is quite a nice area to live in. All the recreation you've got around here is very desirable to live in, apart from the parking on the roadside, which there's none. Yeah, you more wealthy people living down here, you're going to need to pay for parking, and that's if you get a space, because it's looking quite full. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to put in some parks here as well. What have we got? Let's put in a little dog park. Where should we put this? That would fit there really nicely. Yeah, let's put it along this grid. There we go, dog park, nice. That does look really good. We're going to leave that as is for now. We've got more demand for some low density housing. I'm going to put some of that around the outside here. This can all be low density. And low density here and here. That should hopefully satisfy that need. Okay, in terms of our commercial, where are we going to put this in? We have got a lot of areas here where there are no. I'm going to try and take out exact plots here. Let's take out some of these corner ones and this corner one. And let's put some in this intersection as well. I don't know if I can avoid taking out certain size houses. So there we took out 2. Didn't mean to, but it's just how it happened. go one there. See if that, sometimes if you wait for it to fill in, if you want to build different sizes, you can wait for that to fill in and then build another one, and you can often get two different plots rather than one massive building. So a little tip there. I've seen others do that as well. There we go. We've gone for some big 4x4 plots. So hopefully that helps swerve our commercial. We are going to put some commercial in here, and we're going to put some commercial there as well. There we go, because we have quite a lot of people living in this area, especially these. This has 59 residents. We've got a couple of hundred residents here. I mean, take a look at the parking along the roadside. That is actually ridiculous. As a result, I am definitely going to put in some parking in this area. I don't know if you've noticed yet, everyone, but I really do like parking. Again, where can I get this to fit? I don't know if it really matters what I do. It's going to disrupt one of those buildings. That's fine. We'll do it. Again, we'll change it to 5. 5 is the magic number. And we'll put some paths between. What is this orange thing here for? Oh, I just realised it said commercial suitability. Oh, I see. It's got a massive green patch there. So I'm actually putting it in some quite good areas here. Red means it's not suitable. Are there any red sections? So if I turn that off. Okay, that's the customers. If I put it on the roads, it's all suitable for commercial. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. And what's this? We've got, these are our residential signature buildings. So we've got the Rockstar Mansion, and we've just got the Polaris Suite. So let's finish off doing our district creation. So let's turn this whole island here, and let's turn off snapping, because we're just going to quickly whiz round and do a rough guide around the edge. Okay, that was simple enough. Garland Heights. So again, any better names for industries? If you've got any stories or anything that you think would be fitting for some of these areas, then let me know. And let's put in, do we make all of this one area? Where do we start and where do we finish? I made, to begin with, until we've got some other better sections here, I might just really roughly put this in. Let's put Norris downtown. Boom, there we go. Another industry. Another district. Okay, it's starting to come together. 2,700 population. If we're looking at demand, I still have a ton of demand for low density. So let's get that in. Again, we'll scatter this around the sides. What happened there? Oh, so annoying. Sorry. That is super annoying. You have to be careful that, like on the old City Skylines, it wouldn't do that. You would have to clear it first. This one, you do have to be careful when you're building and you're zoning. Okay, we're going to make all of those low residential. Again, we can move those. We can move those people on. We can upscale that as we go forward. So I'm glad all this has come in. We've got our, that's car parks filling up. We've got our commercial areas in here. So let's see, have I got anything in this gap? Yep, there is. Hopefully it just takes a little second to fill up. I'm hoping there something does go in there. We've still got tons of demand for offices and some demand for our industrial area as well. So got plenty of land. So let's buy out this land here. Let's purchase that. I'm going to continue extending this main road all the way down. That worked out nice. And then we're going to zone all this in here for some more industry. Let's get the marquee tool, and then I can't misclick as easily then. Oh, what have I done here? Why I want that to be straight. That will really annoy me if that is not straight. So let's quickly erase this. I'm hoping that, yes, that connects them up. I think that will snap into the buildings. So that worked out nice. And then we can fill the rest of this in. Now we've got some more space there. I think I might have to delete this one building here, because otherwise that gap will just be left empty. And we might have to delete this one as well. And I think we're going to have to delete the corner ones too. There we go. But I think there's enough. If there's enough demand, that will fill back in. So I shouldn't worry too much. Let's delete that so that block fills up too. I think the rest is okay. I think the rest has stayed the same. Yeah. So that's cool. Right, still lots of demand for commercial here. Oh, I thought they were table tennis tables then. I was like, oh, they put table tennis tables in already. Are these both petrochemicals? Petrochemicals. And what are our other shops that we've got? We've got a oil and gear garage. I think that's fine. Teak school sells furniture. That's good. Vehicles, electronics. I'm going to just delete these two and see if we can get something slightly different in there. We'll see what pops up. Will I be able to click on it now and know what it is? Companies empty and available for rent. Okay, so they take a little bit of time to build. How many people we've got using this at the moment? I see it's got a maintenance, and then when that gets to 0, I assume we're going to need to have the maintenance truck coming around and fixing that. What's this? Convenience food. That's pretty cool. And teak, we've already got one of them. So let's delete that and retry. I think that has literally just got us straight up after I've deleted it. Right, while we're waiting for that, let's quickly do what we do and put some more trees in. Let's do it. There we go. They'll take time to grow. You can see some of the vegetation we put in earlier has really started to grow now, and it's starting to look really good. It does take a little while to come in on this game. They all look like halls. I'm impressed with how those buildings look. And any idea what this is now? Convenience food. That is fine. 26.9. Any idea what 26.9 means? Obviously longer than 24/7. They don't live on the same planet as everyone else. Surprised these haven't filled up a little bit quicker, but hopefully they will. We've had a lot of office demand, and that's been going up steadily for a while now, and it's already maxed out on our bar. So I've been thinking about where to put this. Should I put it in the downtown area and have a few offices sprinkled in in here? That might look quite nice. But I'm thinking of having a little downtown area. I say a downtown area, I mean a little office district here. Put some commercial buildings in along here, either side, and then have an office area along the back, running potentially along here, and we might even build this up and put a little harbour in there with offices alongside, overlooking the water. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just put the roads in and get this all detailed out. So I've got the road network in for our office district. So you can see what I've done here. I've run it along the shoreline here, so that'll look quite nice for the offices to look out on. I've put it at the back of our houses, attached some paths there so that residents that work in those offices can easily access the whole of this office district. And I've even brought Dean Street here. I've terraformed this area, and I've just about managed to get it to go under that bridge. I don't think we're going to be getting any lorries under there, but there's just enough clearance. I think that looks quite nice, utilising the maximum amount of space we've got on this bit of land. I'm probably not going to put offices here. They're probably going to stay within this area. I've put some little parks in, along with some places to walk across, so it give those people that work in the offices somewhere to maybe go at lunchtime. I might scatter in some commercial buildings here as well. I've even put the Jacobs Village special parking in here, just for those that are working, somewhere to park. If they've got no space along the roadside, they've got something they can do there. So we're going to go ahead now and get our office demand sorted and get that zoned up. I'm not sure if I'm just going to fully go full bore here and office every little area. I don't know if I'm just going to segregate it a little bit. I'm going to get this marked off first of all. And we'll also put some commercial here as well, following along here as well. Question is, am I going to scatter in some commercial? And I might put some along here just to break this up a little bit. That looks great. And then we'll zone all of that in for now. Again, that might break up if I put some roads, and I maybe invest in some forest district down this side. There we go. Let's hit play and see how that fills in. Hopefully that fills in nice and quick. There we go. And you can see this is the first time I played, because now I've officially got all 4 types of building in. So those that say to me, oh, you've obviously played it before, I've watched a lot of other people play, and that's the first time I've unlocked that achievement. So you can see we're going places, guys. We're going places. I do like the look of that. I do like what I've done there. I will get this zoned out though. Yeah, I like how that follows along quite nicely. You do have to do a few clicks if you've got a curvy road. Linden Bluff, that's the name of our office district. We definitely need a better name, so please whack in the comments below some good suggestions for names for our office district. If you know any really good ones, then let me know. Starting to come together. We've got Garland Heights, we've got Umberdale. We're looking for something island on that one. We've got Norris Downtown. That was my original creation. Oh, I'm so creative, guys. Norris Industries. Again, another one of my fabulous name ideas. What I should call them, thinking about it, because it's called Lando Town, I should call it Lando Downtown. I don't know if that's got a better ring to it, but let's go ahead and do that. And then it will have to be Lando Industries, won't it? Okay, again, we've got a lot more demand for some low density housing. Let's see if there's anywhere along the outskirts where I could add these in. So again, I'm really thinking about using this space here, adding in some low density along this area. So let's go ahead and do that. Makes sense to put some down here. Let's get our marquee tool. I don't know how much of that will fill in, but we'll give it a try. I see it. Most of it does just raises up the land at the back. That doesn't look too bad. So some of those houses are going to have gardens that are looking out onto this ocean. The poo hasn't gone that far, which is good. They don't want poo along their gardens, I'm sure. So that is decent. We've got more of these low rent or high rent signs. We've got tons of demand for low residential though. I'm not really sure what I can do about that at the moment. Put some commercial in to give them more opportunities to work. We're just going to have to see how that goes. So we're getting more industrial demand and we're getting more commercial demand as well. Can I have some more high residential demand? That would be lovely. You know all that demand we had for offices? We have got, let's have a look, 1 building. And this is software, produces media. And we've got 2 buildings. And this is for law and accounting in the financial area. So brilliant. We've got 2 buildings. All that demand was 2 buildings worth. So I made all this area I feel like for nothing. Nice. So we started getting a little bit more medium density and still a ton of low density and some more industry. And I think what that tells me is it's time to buy this plot of land here and start to take a look at developing some natural resources. And if we go over to our services production, it tells you what deficit we have in certain materials. So you can see here, grain, we've got a massive deficit. So if we start in making some of that, we won't have to import it. Same with wood, massive deficit for that. So those are two big things. We're definitely going to have a look at targeting our livestock and grain, and yeah, start producing a little bit more of those rather than importing everything. Maybe we can export when we get those connections outside. If we take a look at services, and will it tell us on here what we are buying? Don't know if it will. Let's have a look at this one. Service trade. Imported electricity minus 80,000. It's going to be time soon to get a new power plant in. Service upkeep 300,000. Monthly balance 47,000 down. Subsidies, no subsidies going out. We are getting 90,000 government subsidies though. No service trade. So that would be good to get that up. Not service trade. I'm talking about production. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's buy out these tiles. We've got 14 tiles we can buy, so we're not really worried about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much is that? 88,000. That's not too bad. I don't really need that one. And I probably don't. I'm just going to buy those for now. I'm not going to buy more than I need. It seems a little bit silly. So let's go ahead and do that. Purchase. And the plan is to follow this road around here. And then we'll connect another road up and have a little suburban area here. Try and make it realistic. You'll see what we're going to do in a minute with those. So let's get the road network built for that first of all. Right, I think that looks really good. If we look at where our natural resources are, we can target kind of these 3 zones for the fertile land. So we've hopefully our grain, and we can target these ends or these areas for our livestock. So let's get those in first. I am looking to kind of put some bushes, some trees around the outside to really make it look like a suburban area. We're going to spread some low density housing out, so hopefully that's going to satisfy our low density housing. So let's pause that because this might take a while. I don't want to leave any issues unattended in our main downtown area. So let's first of all do grain farming. So where do I want the first one in? So let's go here. The plan is to leave a small area for houses. So I'm planning to run along the back of all of these plots of zones, maximizing the area we use. I do think that's still important, even though I'm leaving it a little bit empty. So that's one. I'm probably going to slightly offset these again so they're not opposite each other. I don't think that's that realistic. And one more point across there. I don't think it matters that this land is not fertile. It just makes the production slightly less, but it will still use that land either way. And what I'm going to do here, so this is just not a straight line. is drag this out to here, and let's have another corner there, and this one here, and that one there. There we go, nice. And I think you see that a little bit in real life. You see the sort of farmland running along the back of the houses, because obviously that's not their land. And then now let's get in our livestock farming. There we go, nice. So you've got grain farms and you've got the livestock land there. Wicked. Let's put our houses in. Right, so I've got in all the houses I want to get in for now. You see, I've left some little gaps between. Tried to do lots of different size zoning so it looks realistic, and we're going to see how that looks when they all move in. So we're going to get our fencing down as well now, and see if we can, I say fencing, there's no fencing, but see if we can get some vegetation in and make this a little bit more realistic. Right, there we go, we've got that finished and we've got that put in. I put some trees around the outside, some of them I put a few bushes, some trees sprinkled in, and because there's some farming land I even put some apple trees in, so as they grow that will look even more realistic, and hopefully as the houses start to pop up that'll look good as well. What I do think would be fitting, and you often get in these suburban areas, is some little like corner shops. So we have demand for some commercial, so I'm going to go in and just with a few of these, like this little area here, I'm going to transform that into a little corner shop. Maybe this can be a little shop as well. I think the ones on the corner I am going to be looking to convert. We'll try some different size ones too. Maybe we'll have a little shop here on this corner. We can make both these two shops as well. And I'm probably going to go, because I'm doing that, put some more housing in here. Okay, that should be good. Let's get a few more shops down this side as well. Try and sprinkle these around a little bit. There, nice. That's starting to look good. I hope this fills in nicely. I don't know how much of this, of our industrial land, this is going to satisfy. I assume it counts as specialised land, but we shall see. We shall see. So let's get it zoned up. We've just got to make sure we're over the top as we move those. Nice. Green Peak, that's quite a nice name. But again, you've got some nice areas for some suburban land. Then let me know. Let's press play and see how that looks. I'm really happy with how that looks. That's brilliant. I think a little bit of everything is going in there. Our commercials going in straight away because there's quite high demand for that. And how many jobs do these actually create? So this creates 7. This creates 6. This creates just 1. And this creates 5. I think that's based on the size of the plot for each bit of land. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a minute and see how it looks. And then I think we'll wrap up the video. We are going to be, in the next episode, we are going to be looking at putting in a bus depot. Maybe, I think, do we have postal service as well? Is that unlocked as part of this? I'm not sure where that would be. Where would our postal service come in? There's our taxi depot. So we can get taxis and buses put in next. We'll start to plan out some bus routes that we can use going forward. And we might have to further extend our industrial area because we've still got a lot of demand for that. I say a lot, it could just be 3 buildings like this office area. And the disappointment might continue. Alright, so before we do finish up, we need to go and check out our main man, Mr. Norris. Let's see how he's doing. So it's not still nothing since he's had his house party in 2 weeks. I think that was a while ago now. He's currently sleeping. He's still working for smelting more. So let's check out where he is. He's still in the same house. Still hasn't moved homes. So we'll keep an eye on him going forward. Check in on him. Make sure he's doing well. Right, so you can see everyone has moved in. All the buildings have been developed in Green Peak Suburban area. And this looks really good. I quite like how it looks. You can see you've got our little corner shops here. This one is sells beverages, so that's entertainment. So it's almost like a little pub on the corner, or a little bar, some of you might know. That looks pretty cool. I like how this looks. You can see a little farmland there. And it's nice you have little gaps between the houses, lots of trees. It does really look like farmland, so that's fantastic. Yeah, it looks wicked. Yeah, so if you enjoyed that episode, guys, don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to continue to follow the journey, then please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.